Hey, I'm Old School Soundscape with Radio 2007, and it's time once again for me to update the account. For those unaware, I'm the Music Cape UIM. That means I'm an ultimate Ironman trying to unlock Runescape's most underrated skill cape, the Music Cape. To do this, I have to unlock every music track in the game. So far, I've unlocked 232 music tracks, which I'll show off now. I want to review this past about 10 months of grinding as I've journeyed towards leveling construction. This all started with some Guardians of the Rift so I could use the runes to train my magic up. Then I suffered through enough fishing trawler to get the angler's outfit and lived in Camdazal long enough to get that Incomdo hammer. Then I did hundreds of Temporos runs until level 81 fishing. Since then, I've cooked all the fish rewards and used up thousands of spirit flakes and fishing bait as I try to close the cooking level gap needed to finish off these noted manta rays in my inventory, which is part of what prompted me to make this intro. See, basically, old school RuneScape is fun. Very fun. So much fun that this last year of monotonous grinding has actually been a really great time for me. That said though, there is so much more fun content that I want to explore and experience, so going forward, I want to mix things up a little bit. My construction grind plan is still in place. I have these unopened caskets I will eventually high elk, and I'll sell off the runes in my looting bag too, then finally use the GP to fund construction, obviously also using the planks and nails in my inventory. Additionally, I have almost 30,000 feathers from Temporos, and I want to train some woodcutting for logs, then use those feathers in fletching them. Which sounds crazy, but you have to be a little crazy to play as an Ultimate Ironman, I think. So what does this all mean, and where does it leave the account? What I'm trying to say is this. I have some 2024 account goals, and I won't make any progress if I only allow myself to log in and fish and cook and fletch and construct and just skill grind in general. By the end of the year, I want to have completed every intermediate quest in the game, and accomplish a challenge I've never even attempted before. I want to get a fire cape. Those are some lofty ambitions and will take a ton of time obviously, so I kinda need to get going. To get this all done, I am ramping up my activity somewhat. I've started streaming on Kick and will be using streaming mainly as a way to get myself online to chip away at the longer skilling grinds. Hopefully I can keep up a somewhat consistent schedule and churn out videos every so often. Ideally 2 or 3 a month, but we'll see how life goes. That's the essence of everything. I'm going to try to stream or off-screen grind away at these skilling goals, though I'll include them in episodes somewhat, probably. The astute viewer might notice that my inventory changes a little bit each episode, and as I work on these grinds in the background, that's going to happen more and more. The main focus of this series will be shifting, at least for now, towards my goals surrounding the quests that I want to get done this year. There isn't any particular order I'm going to do things in, I'm just going to wing it, same as I always do. One final note, I want to say thanks to all my subscribers and viewers for inspiring me to keep this series going, and thanks to everybody who's collabed so far and taken the time out to record some episodes with me. Everybody together, collectively, has really helped motivate me to make incredible videos and to make this series the best that I can make it, so thanks everybody. With all that said, let's start knocking out some of these quests. And with that, I'm one step closer to level 91 cooking. Now that I'm actually looking at my account and stuff, I realize I actually have a handful of novice quests that I can do before I start doing intermediate quests, so I'm going to do those. Okay, use the rat poison on the feeding trough. They seem to be dying. Why would there be a feeding trough down here? Was that explained and I just missed it? Look at them. Oh, they all died. Oh, this is so sad. This is a dark quest. The death throes. That's messed up. It's understandable that's a pretty novice quest. Doesn't ask too much, not too hard to get done. So just gonna keep things going, knock out some more quests. This last quest I'm going to do is kind of a big deal for me personally, but to understand why, we gotta wind the clock back. See, when I was a kid playing Runescape, I didn't understand stats or build or best in slot or meta or any of that stuff. All I cared about was if something looked cool. And the Elemental Workshop shield, dang, kid me thought that was the coolest shield ever. I seriously was like, that has to be like the best in-game thing ever. Only cool people get this. This is the coolest looking shield ever. It's like see-through, it's got the ring. I was infatuated, but I was terrible at the game. So I was never even close to being close to finishing Elemental Workshop and getting this shield. So I've never done this quest. I've never had it before. Kid me would have been thrilled that I'm about to do this quest and unlock the shield, which I understand really isn't that big of a deal. But again, for me, it kind of is. It's another one of those small little childhood milestones that I'm about to cross. So I've never done this quest before. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Here's Elemental Workshop. Feels good. It feels good. I feel like I've really achieved another one of those small childhood milestones, and it feels good. I'm making a lot of progress on the account. Behind the scenes, I'm kind of working on some stuff, on some me stuff, so that I can try to focus on productivity and whatnot. I don't want this series to take my entire life. Eventually, it will come to an end, right? So I'm just trying to do some stuff to keep things moving along. On that front, I'm now over total level 1000, which means I can officially lock myself to UIM. I understand why Jagex kind of sets the bar so high, but at the same time, does it need to be so high? Point being, I'm officially an Ultimate Iron Man forever now, so that's cool. Don't have to worry about ruining the status or something. And instead, I can focus all my worries on the next step in progressing the account. I'm going to try to level up stuff behind the scenes. Might do some of that on stream. We'll see how that goes. Might include that in episodes here and there. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to showcase more of the quest content. So stick around, subscribe, like the video, comment, all that stuff. You're going to want to see the progress. You're going to want to see what I have in store for this account. Big plans, big ambitions. I can't wait to get through it. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. And until next time, take it easy.